on, guys? I just finished watching Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Very mixed on it. If you saw the thumbnail, that is exactly the facial expression that I was pretty much keeping throughout most of the movie. Because let's be honest, did any of us expect this movie to be great? I mean, I'm just saying, guys, honest, did you really expect this to be good? I mean, it has like a low budgety vibe to it. It doesn't look as great as you would think it would. I don't know, this little 8-bit pixel image I'm showing you right now was kind of like a joke of how I felt watching this trailer for the first time. But I will say here that, it was a little bit way lower than my expectations. I'm someone who's not always that down on the idea of a low budget horror movie, because a movie like Willy's Wonderland that came out like a year ago, that movie was awesome, and I didn't, or 2 years ago now, and I didn't dog on that. I really loved that movie, but I don't know, something about this that was different, but it was definitely entertaining. And then one thing I really want to say was, why did the shots actually look good in this $2 horror movie? I don't know, this kind of feels like a Disney Channel show. I know, it's a horror movie, so obviously not, but the way I'm comparing it to is that it's bad. It's really not that good, but it's entertaining. It'll keep you sitting there, and it's kind of fun to watch for a while. But one thing I have to say about this movie, I'm going to be dead honest with you, no one's going to care about those girl characters you introduced halfway through the movie, because they literally thought these were, people from their past. There was a weird twist towards the end that was what in the name? I don't know. This was a weird movie. But the shots were pretty good. I will give this one scene where there was this girl in the hot tub that was amazingly done. I really thought they did that really well. I might pop up an image right on the screen for you real fast, because death was just kind of like a cool little way of carnage candy. But I did enjoy the scene, even though it was a little stupid, that scene where Piglet was choking her and she was kind of thrashing around, so weird. But it did end up in that scene where they had her in front of the car and they were gonna run over and kill her like that, which I guess this scene was brutal and it was a pretty cool scene. But there was also this was a famous shot from the trailers. But, there was a scene where Pooh and Piglet are in this car about to run her over, and it's just crazy, but that's how that death ended. But if I'm being honest with you, I did not give a crap about any one of those girls. I know that sounds terrible and a bad opinion, but I was just I get it sad that they're kind of getting, I don't know, because in the trailers you see they get, knocked off one by one, but, the kills in that movie, you knew she was gonna die, the way it happened, just seeing, I don't know, those girls just weren't that interesting to me, if I'm being honest. I kind of thought one in particular was annoying, and then when they go in this little subplot at the end that made no sense to me, then I was just what is the point of this? I was just so, frustrated. But other than that, I will say Pooh and Piglet, definitely the upsides of this movie. In their backstory, man, they changed it so much from what it was in the cartoon. Their whole little introduction where it was a hand sketch was really cool and really sick at the same time. I'm not going to go too far into it, but I will say their introduction and backstory was actually kind of dark here, and I really liked that, as well as some of the things they decided to do with this. I will say this backstory was a little way different from what it was in the Disney cartoon, but that's the joy of public domain. That's the joy of it. That's how this is gonna go. It's not the same Winnie the Pooh. But I will say this movie was a like watchable time, but it was so weird and wacky and like things happen. Like at some point I kind of expected like a freaking Disney Channel laugh count to show up, like when they play a laugh scene when nothing's really funny. But anyway, on this channel we're gonna start something new where we do meme rankings of the movie. So Popeye's chicken sandwich, dude, just tell them what I thought of the movie.
I mean, it's alright, like,